Okay, hi guys. My name is Ankit Srivastav. I have a couple of degrees, BBA, MBA, and LLB, but that's not important because, well, topic for another day. Today, I am not here to talk about any law, case law, or any legal problem. I am here to talk about a national problem. And apparently, I came back from United States, back to my home state, Madhya Pradesh. I live in Jabalpur. And unfortunately, I realized after several years after coming here that this state is in a state of mess, and so are a lot of Indian states because simply our judiciary is not doing a good job. And let's be very clear, our Supreme Court, our high courts are still decent. They work very hard. They contribute a lot for the nation. And even when our high court judges retire, our Supreme Court judges retire, nobody generally talks about them. So I have huge amount of respect and regard for the Supreme Court and the High Court of this country, but I am here to talk about the real problem, and those are the district courts of India. When I started going to district court because I landed into legal problems and I was very proud of being a Hindu and I was very proud of being an Indian. So whenever I used to travel across US and Canada, I used to meet our Sikh brothers who lived there. They were not very happy with what happened in 1984, and they were not happy with what happened after 1984. Those were huge amount of human rights violation. And there was a huge problem because of which a lot of Sikhs disrespect our national flag. They protest against Indian embassies abroad. They throw stones and tomatoes and whatnot. And generally, I thought, well, they are exaggerating until the time the lawlessness in this country started hitting me. I was literally in a state of shock when I saw some of the district courts operating in India. You go to a district court, the amount of cash, and by cash, I mean bribe, is flowing from one hand to the other is amazing. Amazing amount of corruption without speaking a word. Bribe is exchanged every minute, on the hour, every hour. It's all self understood. Such a beautiful management. And let me be very clear, clerical staff, of course, is giving bribes to somebody. They're not giving all the money themselves. So certainly there is a higher level of bureaucracy involved. If such a bribe is exchanged in India at such a large scale, now, how does that affect India? If babus in district courts are taking 50 rupees, 100 rupees, and sometimes thousands of rupees bribes to settle a case, how does that affect India? Those of you who are economics students and economics expert, you will be able to explain that to your fellow lawyers who haven't studied economics, is that economics and the amount of bribe that is exchanged in a particular country impacts not just the socio-economic environment of the country. It impacts how well the country can innovate. Today, it's no secret that our country is unable to innovate systems like S-400 that we are buying from Russia. It's a anti-tank and anti-missile and anti-airborne system, which can shoot down best of the best airplanes in the world in a matter of seconds. So our country hasn't innovated. We are simply paying Russia a handsome amount and buying such arms from them. Same we are doing with Dassault Systems in France. Dassault Systems, French company, operates in US, Canada, and several countries around the world. They spend money on innovation, and they have one of the best planes in the world today. But why does India need to buy those planes? Because of our own population is subjected to unlimited amount of corruption every day. So what is happening in district courts in Madhya Pradesh is you accuse one person of committing a crime, the person may be 100% innocent, and that person gets involved in 4 or 5 years of legal tussle. He ends up paying bribe for 100 rupees, 500 rupees, lawyers' fees extra. You cannot even get a copy from a district court of an order without paying bribe at times. If you're not an advocate, God help you. So that is how I became an advocate. After watching the system, well, let me fight my own cases. So I became an advocate, and I'm really shocked and surprised to see how this country is running. So today's topic is not any case laws, which all of you have been watching on my channel for the last few years, but I want you to think about what kind of lawyer you want to be. Lawyers who charge hefty money, pay bribes, get criminal released. And couple of very interesting things happened in Jabalpur. One particular person was accused of selling fake remdesivir injections that was used for curing corona patients. Now, if you think that paying bribes in district courts is okay, then, well, you're opening Pandora's box for yourself. Then why should anybody who is running a hospital in a pandemic be ethical? People are selling fake injections, people are selling fake medicines, and the person who is receiving fake injections and medicines, even if you're son of a judge or daughter of a judge, your some VVIP's son, those people who are selling fake medicines and fake injections will not ask you before selling those. So ultimately, you may be a very powerful lawyer, but still your sons and daughters may be receiving those fake injections. And that is significantly something that has gone wrong with this country. Ethics are not to be thrown in the dustbin. Because India has thrown ethics in the dustbin, what has happened is today, for most of the Hindi speaking states, that is North India, I'm North Indian myself, but what has happened to North India is our GDP per capita is lower than that of Bangladesh. And it's not a matter of pride. Bangladesh just got independent in 1971. They have huge natural calamities happening every day because they are based in the area from where Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers, they fall into the ocean. So they have their share of problems, but still they were able to come out of it, and they are doing better than India and better in terms of several socio-economic parameters. Where India has gone down, it will go down further if corruption is not stopped. In 2017, the Supreme Court said, yes, we will install CCTV cameras in the courtrooms. I don't see CCTV cameras in the courtrooms in Jabalpur District Court, at least. I do see cameras, but they are only used for video conferencing in case the corona problem shoots up. Then everybody starts using the laptops, and judges start using the PCs as well for video conferencing for urgent matters. But that's about it. My question is why the directions of the Supreme Court have not been implemented around India. Is it okay to give and receive bribes in the district courts? Certainly not. And there's another huge part of the problem that has to do with the police. Advocates like Mr. Prashant Bhushan have been openly saying that these are organized criminals, period. Why it has happened? Well, if somebody sitting before the judge in a district court, if a judge is unable to stop the babu from taking bribe, then why do you expect the police to be honest? Of course, nobody is watching the police when they are standing on each and every choraha of the country and collecting bribes. That's just a tip of the iceberg. Police is involved in saving drug dealers and narcotics. Every college in most of the big cities has somebody who is selling drugs. So something very, very serious has gone wrong. And so my question for the audience today, rather than teaching, I'm asking all the young lawyers of the country today, are ethics something to throw in the dustbin? So if you're giving and taking bribes tomorrow, once you become a lawyer or you've already become a lawyer, do you really expect that somebody will not sell fake injections, fake medicines, and narcotics to your loved ones? So has the judiciary in India gone severely wrong in curbing the corruption in this country? So, and legal ethics and these subjects are taught in the law classes. So again, I would like to hear from you. So is ethics something that lawyers should throw in the dustbin? And ethics has anything to do with the profession of a lawyer or not? Please let me know in the comment section. I look forward to hear from you. Thank you. Jai Hind.